Today on Refined, we're going all the way to Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, I think you better have some blue milk. Come on, blue milk.
That tasty grub that's literally out of this world. And from Twin Peaks to Walla Walla.
I have to say, that's a damn fine glass of wine.
I was expecting you to say that.
Actor Kyle MacLachlan's new role as a winemaker. Then ever wonder what happened before Dorothy landed in Oz?
Beyond the spectacle, there's a story with a lot of heart.
Our magical chat with the stars of the mega popular musical Wicked.
Hi, I'm Glinda.
Hi, I'm Elphaba
From the Company of Wicked,
and Seattle Refined starts now.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. We're in beautiful downtown Bellevue today. And man, do we have an out-of-this-world show for you this afternoon. And we're starting things off down in SoCal at Disney's Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. The new land is 14 acres, making it the largest single-themed land in Disney history. And when it comes to food on Planet Batuu, their menu is as expansive as the universe.
Nearly 70 years ago, who would have thought Disneyland would morph to the heavens, especially with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge? Maybe Disney's most impressive work yet, from flying the Millennium Falcon to building your own droid.
This is everything you need to build an R series.
You feel like you're in a galaxy far, far away.
You know, here at Galaxy's Edge, you are bound to work up a monster appetite because there's so much to do here. So why not check out this place right here? It's Oga's Cantina.
Oga's Cantina is the land's main spot to hang out and drink and eat. Indulge yourself with exotic beverages like the Bloody Rancor, the Foamy Fuzzy Tauntaun, or the Fruity Carbon Freeze, and rock out to cool tunes with your droid DJ R3X. And just across the land, Ronto Roasters. Don't let the smelter droid 8DJ8 scare you off. They're serving up some out-of-this-world grub.
Okay, tell me where we are right now.
You are in the marketplace of Blackspire Outpost.
Wow, so tell me about all this cool stuff.
Isn't this cool?
Yeah.
Do you remember episode 1
Yep.
in the pod race? This is the engine. This is an engine that Ronto has turned into the rotisserie.
Yeah, and what's on the spit right now? That looks kind of creepy,
Well,
Michelle.
You know,
Come on.
Ronto's got, there's some outer worldly, there's all sorts of things happening here. You know, the meats are going, and Ronto Roaster, right behind the jet engine that is rotisserieing all this stuff, is serving up Ronto wraps.
All right, and what's in it?
Ronto wrap has got pita bread with a little slice of pork collar, with a lovely crispy little sausage.
Ooh.
A Szechuan peppercorn sauce.
Got a little bite to it.
I know, a little bit, a little spice and a little crunchy slaw.
I gotta wash it down with something. What do I do?
Oh, I think you better have some blue milk. Come on, blue milk.
Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker,
Right?
exactly. Come on, blue milk. A really delicious blend of plant-based dairy. So it's rice and coconut milks with some really fun flavors.
So smooth.
Yeah, smooth, frosty.
That's good. Oh,
Tropical,
man.
a little tropical.
I love it.
Yeah,
And then you got some
good.
popcorn over here.
Oh yeah, this is Katsaka's cattle. Katsaka has got a sweet and savory blend, and it's in a mouse droid.
A mouse droid. And do you remember what movie that was from?
Episode 1 or 2, I think. But I have to tell you, I could be wrong.
All right, can I try a piece?
Please do.
All right,
Have 2 pieces.
So the
Have a
purple one?
blend. Have both together. They're better together.
Better together?
That's what I think. You know, it's a personal taste. I like them together.
You like them together?
I do.
Then make them together.
They're good
They
together.
smell nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, you guys have it.
sweet,
You
little
guys have it
spicy.
going on here.
We do.
Thank you,
Well,
Michelle.
I'm so glad you're here.
Me too.
If you have an appetite for Star Wars, this galaxy is for you.
And that is so important. So when someone comes here, you're just taking them out of their normal life and bringing them right here to Star Wars.
Absolutely. We want you to forget about the real world. We want you to really get swept up on this planet here and to spend so much time coming back again and again and experiencing different things. Because there's so much to explore that it really takes some time to walk around and appreciate all those details.
We had so much fun at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge that we want to send you and your family to the Disneyland Resort. Just head to the contest page on SeattleRefined.com for all the details and to enter for a chance to win. From a galaxy far, far away to luxurious living closer to home, the Washington Waterfront Home Tour, sponsored by Windermere Real Estate, is coming up this Saturday and Sunday. It's the Puget Sound's biggest waterfront property open house, with almost 70 properties for you to check out. To learn more, log on to our website.
It's been casting a spell on audiences since it premiered on Broadway back in 2003. And now the Tony Award-winning musical Wicked is back at Seattle's Paramount Theater. Set in the magical land of Oz, it's the backstory of two unlikely friends who become the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda, the Good Witch. Our Malia Karlinski got to chat with the stars of the show.
The story of Wicked begins at a special school where two famous witches meet for the first time.
And room with Miss Galinda.
It's not friendship at first sight. Erin Mackey is Glinda.
I play Glinda, the Good Witch, but is she? That's the question in Wicked. Yes, we're always exploring good and bad, good and wicked. So Glinda is a very beloved, popular character.
And Marianne Torres is Elphaba.
And Elphaba, the Wicked Witch, is just...
But is she?
Is she? She is misunderstood and often judged because of the way she looks. But she is strong and really fights for what she believes in and really fights for those without a voice.
The two become besties.
They're very different, but they get to know one another and they get to become friends.
Even elements of the show seem supernatural.
It's very magical. You know, our set, our costumes are spectacular.
It's like everything you would want from a Broadway spectacle. When people think like a big Broadway musical,
Yeah, smoke, lights,
everything.
tricks.
But then it also has a beautiful story at its core, which is really, I think, what's made it so successful for so long.
The costumes really help the actresses conjure up their characters.
They're stunning. I mean, I wear great, like, beautiful princess gowns. I wear, like, these adorable school uniforms.
And then there's the green makeup.
It's actually not as like complicated as people would think. It's a MAC makeup. It's a MAC water-based makeup. Our makeup artist takes about half an hour to get me fully in green. Well, there's a story with a lot of heart and characters you really care about.
They face trials and tribulations, all set to an amazing score with some standout songs, including Popular.
I know about Popular.
It's just a really fun moment that you get to see them be friends. It's like one real moment we have to establish the closeness between them and the kindness that Glinda has and care she has towards Elphaba. It's a comedy song, so it's a lot of fun.
I like Popular because I can just watch her be crazy.
Yeah, I like trying to make Marianne laugh sometimes.
And there's another fan favorite.
Defying Gravity.
Defying Gravity, yeah, they go nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
mean,
the
how
end of
could-
the act.
yeah, it's the end of
She's
the
flying
act,
and
and
the smoke. There's-
Yeah.
They may be frenemies on stage, but they're friends in real life.
We were friends actually before Wicked. We did a show together in New York. We really got to know each other, worked very closely together.
Yep. We were really happy when we found out we'd be doing this together.
So happy.
Because we spent so much time together, and that relationship is so important, and it's just so easy.
Within the spellbinding production, there are meaningful messages too.
Not judging a book by its cover, and that even though Elphaba looks different from everybody, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't get to know her. And like there's so much value in her and in her and Glinda getting to know one another as different as they seem.
Everybody has a story. I think just, the message of being compassionate and open towards all people, no matter what they look like or where they come from, is really important and always relevant.
Malia Karlinski, Seattle Refined.
Wicked runs now through July 7th at the Paramount Theater. For more info, just head over to our website. Seattle Refined is just getting started. Coming up, one of America's hottest ice cream companies is spilling its cool secrets.
Ice cream making in and of itself is so much easier than people make it out to be.
We're getting a taste of Salt and Straw's ice cream cookbook. Plus, the story behind this movie star's Washington wine.
The first wine, the Cabernet, I called it Pursued by Bear.
We're in Walla Walla with Kyle MacLachlan when we come back.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Gart Swanson. Well, the Northwest has spawned some pretty big-name actors over the years, including Yakima's own Kyle MacLachlan. He's had memorable roles in everything from Dune to Twin Peaks to Sex and the City. But there's a lot more to MacLachlan than what you see on screen. Refine's John Prentice traveled all the way to Walla Walla to find out what makes this Hollywood veteran tick.
Walla Walla, Washington is famous for onions, apples, and...
What are you planning on doing this weekend?
Drinking a lot of wine. We're here for Walla Walla to go wine tasting.
What's your opinion of Kyle MacLachlan?
I am excited. I love Kyle MacLachlan.
Actor Kyle MacLachlan may be famous around the world for his roles on TV and the silver screen, but around here he's known for something else. Kyle is a winemaker.
Why do you love wine so much?
Wine is just about people. It's about people coming together. For example, today, you and I would never have met, and now we're sharing a glass of wine.
This is fun.
Doing an interview. It's about sharing. You know, it's about conversation. It's about a story.
And Kyle's story started here in Eastern Washington.
Growing up in Yakima, I participated in the plays and in the musical that was happening at my high school. And when I went to college at the University of Washington, I also was involved a little bit in the theater community there, but it wasn't really my focus.
What would you consider your big break?
The big break, I guess, would be being cast in Dune, which was in 1983, and also directed by David Lynch. That's where our relationship began, creative relationship and the friendship. Surprising number of people also come up to me for some of my early work in Blue Velvet, and then there's fans that follow Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or How I Met Your Mother, so a little bit of everything, but I think first and foremost it would be Twin Peaks, certainly with the reboot.
This is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee.
People, you know, get a big kick out of it.
Sam, check with Donna, see if she's got that guitar in her office.
And who could forget Kyle as the mayor of Portland?
Portlandia was like a dream come true because not only did it bring me back to the Northwest and to Portland, a city I also love, but I got to work with Fred Armisen and Carrie Brownstein and the director John Kreisel. And they are all just brilliant performers and the nicest people you could possibly imagine.
Kyle says he loves acting, but he's loved wine for even longer, and becoming a winemaker was just the next logical step in his relationship with the stuff.
And that started it in 2005. Smells all right. The first wine, the Cabernet, I called it Pursued by Bear. And people always have a question about that. Oh, were you chased by a bear? They asked me. I said, in fact, no, although I've been in close proximity with bears in Yosemite. That's another story for another day. But it was really, it's a stage direction from The Winter's Tale, one of Shakespeare's plays. And the entire stage direction is exit pursued by a bear. And the actor is, as it said, is chased off stage by a bear, and he meets sort of an untimely end. But it felt kind of appropriate to me that there was an actor represented and he was actually being pursued by something. And I've always felt that the bear sort of represented the wine.
And Kyle says this pursuit has led him to an unexpected place, home in Eastern Washington.
What's happened with the wine journey is that I've suddenly returned to a place and I see it with completely different eyes. Not only do I reconnect with the people here, and I've made an entirely new community of friends here within the Walla Walla wine world, all just fantastic people, but I'm able to be an ambassador of sorts. So when I return to my home in New York City or Los Angeles, I spread the good word of Washington wine and how wonderful it is over here on the east side.
So not only are you an actor,
yes,
you're a winemaker,
yes,
and you're also a dad, right?
Yes, I am. It is the greatest journey of life. It will open your heart to things that you didn't even realize that you could feel. And I felt that in my case, the bond with my wife, which was already strong and wonderful, just added another dimension.
Kyle says life is beautiful, Washington is beautiful, and Washington wine is beautiful. But how does it taste? Time to find out.
Well, I have to say, that's a damn fine glass of wine.
I was expecting you to say that. We'll finish this bottle and get on to the next one.
John Prentice, Seattle Refined.
For more on MacLachlan or to see that story again, just head over to SeattleRefined.com. Coming up, the sweetest scoops for summer.
Crazy. Yeah. It is so good.
We're sampling some one-of-a-kind flavor combinations when we come back. Get your taste buds ready for the ultimate summer get-together. The Taste of Tacoma kicks off Friday at Point Defiance Park. The annual celebration runs through the weekend, featuring more than 40 restaurants and vendors. And best of all, it's free. For more info, check out tasteoftacoma.com.
Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. Well, when the weather heats up like it is right now, the sweetest way to beat the heat is ice cream. And one of my favorite spots to grab a cone is Salt and Straw. And if you've ever dreamed about recreating their famous flavors at home, now you can. Refined's Brandon Bernstead caught up with Tyler Malik to talk about the new Salt and Straw cookbook and sample some of his funkiest new creations.
Tyler Malik is a busy guy. He's the co-founder of Salt and Straw, the head ice cream maker, and now he can add author to his list of titles. The Salt and Straw Ice Cream Cookbook is out now.
For me, I think there's really three things about ice cream that I really wanted to convey in a book. And I think the only way to do that is in kind of this long form. First of all, ice cream making in and of itself is so much easier than people make it out to be. It's one of the most simple forms of pastry. It's one of the most beautiful forms of preserving food in your freezer. And I think people get scared because, you know, there's science that you can learn about ice cream, but you don't need to. At the end of the day, it's just like it should be freeing to design flavors and have fun with it. And the second, I think for us at Salt and Straw, everything we do at the shop and everything we do in our service and everything we do in our flavors is very, very intentional. The third is that my goal is for people around the entire world to pick this up and start being inspired by foods in their city. Just the differences in the farmers markets and the chefs and the styles of food. My hope is that someone picks this up, you know, in Detroit and is in the farmers market and finds these amazing berries and they use this as a blueprint instead of, you know, a direct recipe in order to make their own version of, you know, let their own creativity shine.
Tyler, I know you've got the Campfire series coming out in all your stores. Tell me about it.
Got a few flavors from my childhood that kind of will provoke you into thinking about camping. So my first is breakfast while camping. So how would you imagine breakfast?
This excites me. Okay.
Buttermilk pancakes, kind of fried in bacon fat with some scrambled eggs.
Eggs in ice cream.
Yeah, we scramble eggs into caramel.
Oh my God.
It's like camping, right? Yeah. Next up, what we did is we took our team and we foraged for a lot of the ingredients. So this one, we actually went up to the mountains in Issaquah and we foraged a lot of nettles, stinging nettles. They're actually, I don't know if you know, you grow up in the Pacific Northwest.
Of course, I know them well. Yeah. I've gotten stung by plenty.
So many times. You can actually eat them and they're really, really nutritious and super flavorful. So it's almost like this elevated wild spinach flavor that's in this ice cream.
Oh, wow. I don't know what I was expecting with nettles in ice cream.
Yeah.
A little bit on the back of the palate, kind of on the finish.
Yeah. A lot of flavor going on. So I love that one so much with all just like the intricacies of the flavor. Okay, last I have for you. I call it berries, beans, and barbecue sauce. All right. So it's a raspberry ice cream. And it's got a strawberry barbecue sauce and then baked bean fudge. I think if you close your eyes and think peanut butter and jelly, it's gonna blow your mind. Beans are gonna kind of give like this funk to you. Yeah.
Crazy, like crazy.
Yeah.
It is so good.
And that one's vegan too, which is actually really startling.
Just try this thing because it is amazing. All these
cool.
So great, Tyler.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure to taste it and to talk about the book as well.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
For more on Salt and Straw and the Salt and Straw Ice Cream Cookbook, just head over to our website. Here at Seattle Refined, we never get tired of hearing from you. Like us on Facebook, tweet us your story ideas, or shoot us an email telling us what you want to see on the show. You can find our inbox at hello@seattlerefined.com. Seattle Refined will be right back.
Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. Now, before we go, here's what's hot on SeattleRefined.com right now.
Meet the toughest ladies in town. The Seattle Saccharins women's rugby squad took part in a unique post-practice portrait shoot with refined photographer Sonny Martini. Some even posed with their favorite furry friends. The Saccharins are an elite amateur club and play their home matches at Starfire Sports Complex in Tukwila. If you get a chance, make sure you check out a match.
All right, that's it for today's show. I'm Gard Swanson. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time right back here on KOMO TV and Seattle Refined.